Want to speak real Turkish from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at turkishclass101.com.
Are you feeling confident as a beginner-level language learner? Are you ready to move up to the intermediate level? Here are some tips to help you make that leap and advance your language learning progress. Tip number 1, determine your skill level. It's important to look across your skills in the major language competencies: listening, speaking, writing, and reading. By taking our level assessment test, you can review your skills in each competency and see your strengths and weaknesses. Keep in mind it's normal to be better in some skills than others. Premium Plus users can take our level assessment test and get personalized recommendations and learning pathways based on your results. Once you've figured out which skills need work, it's time to take action. No matter which of your language skills need to be improved, make sure you choose a method that's both effective and fun to help maintain your regular learning routine. Tip number 2, listening. The most effective way to build your listening comprehension is by building a strong vocabulary. The more vocab you master, the easier it will be to understand the context and details of the conversation. Songs in the target language are a key listening tool that will teach you common, everyday vocabulary. By learning and memorizing the lyrics, you're building up your vocabulary. If you really want your listening skills to take off, listen to our podcasts. We have hundreds of hours of audio lessons for you to listen to. Before you know it, you'll be able to understand shows and movies. Tip number 3, speaking. Add speaking elements to your language routine. Try shadowing podcasts, repeating along while you listen. Match the native speaker's pronunciation and intonation. This is a fantastic way to improve your fluency and accuracy. You can also find a partner for conversation exchange. A partner can help correct your mistakes and teach you more natural ways to phrase your ideas. Tip number 4, writing. An easy way to start writing more often is by keeping a one-sentence journal. Write one sentence in a journal every day. It doesn't take a lot of time and is a great habit for beginners to build a routine. You have to be consistent to make improvements. Ask native speakers to correct your writing to improve even faster. You can submit sentences and phrases to your teacher using Premium Plus. Tip number 5, reading. Reading is a skill you can improve by yourself. There's no need to rush. It doesn't matter if you read 1 or 100 pages at a time. What matters is that you understand what you read. Write down new words as you read them to practice later. If there's an audio version, read along with the narrator. It'll help you read at a slightly faster speed than normal. You can use the audio that comes with each of our lessons. Bonus tip, never give up. Where do your language skills currently stand? Where do you want them to be? How do you get there? Whatever your goal is, make it clear and part of your life. You'll reach it if you stay focused and positive. And if you really want your skills to take off, make use of our tools and resources. They're designed to help you get to the next level in the fastest, easiest, and most fun way. Just click the link in the description to sign up for a free lifetime account. Sign up takes less than 30 seconds. Click the link in the description and start learning right away. I'll see you there. Bye!
Hello everyone, welcome to Top Words. Today we are going to be talking about the 10 most known outer vocabulary. Let's start. Our first word is kazak, meaning sweater. Anneannem benim için kazak ördü. My grandmother knitted a sweater for me. In fact, my mother did, both grandmothers did. In fact, I even knitted for my Barbies when I was a little girl. Our second word is yağmurlu, meaning rainy. Bugün hava yağmurlu. Today it is rainy. I love rainy weather. Oh my god. Oh, with coffee. Oof. Wonderful day for me. Our third word is rüzgarlı, meaning windy. Rüzgarlı havada şemsiye kullanmak zor. It is difficult to use umbrella during windy weather. I have lost so many umbrellas during these windy weathers. Our fourth word is serin, meaning cool. Hava serinlemeye başladı. The weather started to get cooler. The weather is getting cooler. Our fifth word is sonbahar, meaning autumn. Sonbahar İstanbul'da hüzünlü olur. Autumn in Istanbul is quite melancholic. Been there, done that. Our sixth word is nezle olmak, meaning to have a cold. Sanırım nezle oldum. I think I have a cold. Our seventh word is kestane, meaning chestnut. Kestane sonbaharda çok sevilen bir sokak yiyeceğidir. Chestnuts are a popular street food in autumn. I love chestnuts. When I was a kid, we had this heating stove in the salon because there wasn't natural gas back then. Okay, and we put chestnuts on the stove. Before putting them, we scratched them. Then we ate them. Oh my god, they were the best chestnuts I have ever eaten. Our eighth word is uzun kollu gömlek, meaning long sleeve shirt. Uzun kollu gömlek mevsimi geldi. It is the season for the long sleeve shirt. Our ninth word is düşen yapraklar, meaning fallen leaves. Düşen yaprakları izlemek huzur veriyor. It is soothing to watch the fallen leaves, isn't it? And if it is the rainy weather, oh my god, such a perfect combination. I can live with that forever. Our tenth word is mandalina, meaning tangerine. Pazardan 2 kilo mandalina aldım. I bought 2 kilos of tangerine in the bazaar. Probably I'm going to become orange after eating 2 kilos of tangerine. Thank you guys so much for watching. Today we talked about the 10 must-known autumn vocabulary. How do you say autumn in your country? Don't forget to check out turkishclass101.com to learn more Turkish, and please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Thank you and see you later. Görüşürüz. Bye bye. Hello everyone. Welcome to Top Words. Today we are going to be talking about the 10 gift ideas you must know in Turkish. Let's start. Our first word is dizüstü bilgisayar, meaning laptop. Yeni bir dizüstü bilgisayara ihtiyacım var. I need a new laptop. Who is going to buy me one? I need one. Our second word is parfüm, meaning perfume. Sevdiğim parfüm artık satılmıyor. The perfume I like isn't being sold anymore. Our third word is şiir kitabı, meaning poetry book. Sevgilime şiir kitabı aldım. I bought a poetry book for my lover. Wonderful gift. Our fourth word is dünya haritası, meaning world map. Elinizde daha ayrıntılı bir dünya haritası var mı? Do you have a more detailed world map? Our fifth word is kamera, meaning camera. Kameram çalındı. My camera got stolen. Our sixth word is akıllı telefon, meaning smartphone. Son günlerde herkesin elinde akıllı telefon var. Nowadays, everybody has a smartphone. Even my 3-year-old niece. Even she has it. Wow. Do you know? In Turkey, some summer camps started. Okay, you send your children there and they are not allowed to use their smartphones, tablets, any kind of computer, any kind of communication device for a month or two. I think it's one of the best things for a child because all they do is to play on their smartphone these days. And when you take it from them, they cry. They cry like crazy. Really. Our seventh word is oyun konsolu, meaning game console. Mezuniyet hediyesi olarak oyun konsolu bekliyorum. I am expecting a game console as a graduation present. Nice expectation. I hope you get it. Our eighth word is sözlük, meaning dictionary. İyi bir Türkçe, İngilizce sözlük önerebilir misin? Can you recommend me a good Turkish English dictionary? Yes, I can. TurkishClass101.com. Our ninth word is Türkiye'ye uçak bileti. Meaning a flight to Turkey. Türkiye'ye uçak bileti ne kadar? How much is a flight to Turkey? It depends wherever you are. Our tenth word is çiçek, meaning flower. Çiçekleri vazoya koydum. I put the flowers in the vase. If I get any flowers, of course. Thank you so much for watching. Today, we talked about the 10 gift ideas you must know in Turkish. Don't forget to check out TurkishClass101.com to learn more Turkish, and please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Thanks again. So see you later. Görüşürüz. Bye bye.
Have you always wanted to learn a new language? You probably have your own reason for wanting to learn, but there are huge benefits to being bilingual that you might not know about. In this video, I'll introduce a few of them. Here are some reasons why you should learn a new language. Number 1, you become smarter. Studies show that learning a new language improves your focus and memory. It improves your decision-making. You score higher on intelligence tests, and you're less likely to be swayed by propaganda. Number 2, you make more friends. Because you get to communicate with more people, you can meet more people and make more friends. This will help you get more opportunities, like jobs. Number 3, find love. The more people you meet, the more opportunities you have of finding that special someone. Number 4, you can travel with ease. Simply because you can express yourself confidently in another language. Catching a cab, ordering food, and getting around will never be a problem. Number 5, you're more open-minded and feel more empathy. Because a new language puts you in another culture's shoes. When you can speak in another language, you see the world the way that the native speakers do. In fact, when some bilinguals switch from one language to another, they also switch personalities and express themselves differently. For example, people tend to feel more direct and assertive when speaking English, and more polite when speaking Japanese. So this allows you to understand others' worldviews and connect with people on a deeper level. Number 6, you delay the mental effects of aging by 4 or 5 years. Learning and mastering another language sharpens your brain and increases the amount of gray matter, which helps delay dementia. So if you're ready to finally learn and master a new language the fast, fun, and easy way, sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Signing up takes less than 30 seconds, and you'll start speaking from your very first lesson. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye!
Welcome to TurkishClass101.com's 3 dakikada Türkçe. The fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Turkish. Selam, ben Zehra. Tanıştığımıza memnun oldum. Hi, I'm Zehra. Nice to meet you. In this series, we're going to learn basic Turkish expressions. It's super easy and it only takes 3 minutes. In this lesson, you're going to learn how to introduce yourself in Turkish. You can do it with only 2 sentences. But first, it is important to clarify that in Turkish, there's a difference between the formal and the informal language. Let's first see how Turkish people introduce themselves in an informal situation. Selam, ben Zehra. Tanıştığımıza memnun oldum. Hi, I'm Zehra. Nice to meet you. Selam, ben Zehra. Tanıştığımıza memnun oldum. Start by saying selam. ben. Then say your name. Selam, ben Zehra. Finally, say, tanıştığımıza memnun oldum. Nice to meet you. Selam, ben Zehra. Tanıştığımıza memnun oldum. And now, let's see the same sentence in formal speech. Merhaba, ben Zehra Özdemir. Tanıştığımıza çok memnun oldum. Hi, I'm Zehra Özdemir. Nice to meet you. Merhaba, ben Zehra Özdemir. Tanıştığımıza çok memnun oldum. So, what has changed from the previous introduction? Let's take a close look at this together. Selam has been substituted with the formal greeting, merhaba, Turkish for hi. Ben Zehra hasn't been changed. In both cases, ben means I am. However, during a formal self-introduction, we also say our last name. So I said Zehra Özdemir. Here you would say your full name. Finally, pay attention to the ending. We went from tanıştığımıza memnun oldum to tanıştığımıza çok memnun oldum. We have just added the Turkish word for very. In a formal sentence, saying it is very nice to meet you will make it even more polite. One more time. The informal way to introduce yourself in Turkish is Selam, ben Zehra. Tanıştığımıza memnun oldum. The formal way to introduce yourself is Merhaba, ben Zehra Özdemir. Tanıştığımıza çok memnun oldum. Now, it's time for Zehra's insights. When you introduce yourself, it's a good habit to shake hands. And don't worry too much about using çok when you meet with people. You won't get in trouble if you simply say, tanıştığımıza memnun oldum, as I said at the beginning of this lesson. Do you know how we say thank you in Turkish? You will learn how to say this and many other words in the next 3 dakikada Türkçe lesson. Görüşmek üzere. See you then. Selam, ben Zehra. Hi, I'm Zehra. Welcome to TurkishClass101.com's 3 dakikada Türkçe. The fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Turkish. In the last lesson, we learned how to introduce ourselves in Turkish. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to use good manners as we thank people. Hazır mısınız? Are you ready? Hadi başlayalım o zaman. So let's start then. There are several ways to thank someone. So let's start with the easiest. It is just one word. Teşekkürler. Teşekkürler. Teşekkürler means thanks. Another casual way of saying thanks is sağ ol. Sağ ol. When saying thank you, you just need to use teşekkür ederim. Teşekkür ederim. Ederim means I give. So teşekkür ederim is like saying I give my thanks. In the last lesson, we mentioned both the informal and the formal way of speaking Turkish. If you want to be more formal, there is another phrase you should use. Çok teşekkür ederim. Çok teşekkür ederim. Let's break this phrase down. Teşekkür ederim means I give my thanks. You probably remember çok from the last lesson. It means very. And when we add it to the phrase, it strengthens teşekkür ederim and makes it more formal. How do you answer when someone thanks you? It's easy. There are basically 2 different ways to do it. The first is bir şey değil. Bir şey değil. Bir şey değil literally means it's nothing. You're saying that there's nothing worth thanking you for. The other way to say you're welcome is the expression sorun değil. Sorun değil. Literally, this phrase means no problem, but it has become a common and polite way to respond to someone thanking you. So, when someone says teşekkürler to you, simply reply with bir şey değil or sorun değil. Now, it's time for Zehra's insights. If you're not sure about whether to say teşekkürler or çok teşekkür ederim, keeping it simple is always your safest bet. You don't have to worry about formal or informal situations. Teşekkürler can be used with just about anyone, anywhere, and at any time. Do you know what hoşça kal means? In our next 3 dakikada Türkçe lesson, you will learn this and other greetings in Turkish. Görüşmek üzere. Selam, ben Zehra. Hi, I'm Zehra. Welcome to Turkish Class 101.com's 3 dakikada Türkçe, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Turkish. In the last lesson, we learned how to show gratitude to people by saying teşekkürler. In this lesson, we will learn some of the most common greetings used in Turkey. Hazır mısınız? Are you ready? Hadi başlayalım o zaman. So let's start then. The most used informal greeting is selam. Selam. Selam means hi or hello. Because it's so casual, we should only use this greeting with friends or relatives. If you're greeting someone you don't know, you should use a more formal phrase. Merhaba. Merhaba. Merhaba means hi or hello too. If you want to make the greeting a little bit more formal, you can say iyi günler. İyi günler. İyi günler means good morning and good afternoon. In fact, you can use it all day, from morning until evening. During the evening, we say iyi akşamlar. İyi akşamlar. In an informal parting situation, Turkish people use güle güle. Güle güle. Güle güle means goodbye. Finally, in Turkish, we have an expression meaning hope to see you soon. That can be considered both formal and informal. Görüşmek üzere. Görüşmek üzere. Now you can greet people in many different ways in Turkish. Let's review them all again. When meeting older people or someone we don't know, merhaba. When meeting friends or relatives, selam. When greeting people from morning to afternoon, iyi günler. When greeting people in the evening, iyi akşamlar. When living in an informal situation, güle güle. When living in a formal or an informal situation, görüşmek üzere. It's easy, isn't it? Now it's time for Zehra's insights. If you can't remember how to say goodbye in Turkish, you can just say bye bye. Bye bye. This expression is pretty casual, but at least nobody in Turkey will have any trouble understanding you. In the next lesson, we will learn the meaning of the phrase konuşabiliyor musun? Do you already know it? We will be waiting to talk about it with you in our next 3 dakikada Türkçe lesson. Görüşmek üzere. Selam arkadaşlar. Ben Zehra. Hi everybody. I'm Zehra. Welcome to Turkish Class 101.com's 3 dakikada Türkçe. The fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Turkish. In the last lesson, we learned the most common forms of greetings in Turkish. Do you remember them? In this lesson, we're going to learn a very useful phrase. Do you speak English? If you find yourself in a situation where you need assistance in English, this phrase can be a lifesaver. And because you're asking it in Turkish, you can be sure that everyone will understand what you're saying, even if their answer is no. Here's the informal way to say it. İngilizce konuşabiliyor musun? İngilizce konuşabiliyor musun? In Turkish, verbs change depending on the pronoun that is used. Please notice the suffix musun at the end of the sentence. This is the informal word for you. The word before that is the verb konuşabiliyor, which means can speak. Because it is referring to you, it is conjugated konuşabiliyor musun? And you probably recognize the first word İngilizce. It means English. İngilizce konuşabiliyor musun? To learn how to conjugate verbs in more detail, please check out our Absolute Beginner series on turkishclass101.com. You can find very detailed grammar lesson and resources there. We are now going to make this sentence a bit formal. First, we need to use the formal version of you. Just take musun and add a us sound at the end to make musunuz. Everything else stays the same. İngilizce konuşabiliyor musunuz? İngilizce konuşabiliyor musunuz? If you add affedersiniz, excuse me, to the beginning, the sentence becomes even more polite. Affedersiniz. İngilizce konuşabiliyor musunuz? Affedersiniz. İngilizce konuşabiliyor musunuz? The responses you will receive could be one of these three. Evet. Yes. Evet. Biraz. A little. Biraz. Hayır. İngilizce konuşamıyorum. No, I can't speak English. Hayır. İngilizce konuşamıyorum. Now, it's time for Zehra's Insights. For those of you who are not only English speakers, you can obviously use this question with any language you need. Turkish people study other European languages at school, so maybe you will get lucky. Just substitute İngilizce with İtalyanca for Italian, Rusça for Russian, İspanyolca for Spanish, or Almanca for German. In this lesson, we mentioned the expression affedersiniz. But did you know that this could also be used as an apology? In the next lesson, we will learn this and the other ways to apologize in Turkish. It's never too late to show your good manners with Turkish people. I will see you in our next 3 dakikada Türkçe lesson. Görüşmek üzere. Selam arkadaşlar, ben Zehra. Hi everybody, I'm Zehra. Welcome to turkishclass101.com's 3 dakikada Türkçe. The fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Turkish. In the last lesson, we learned the phrase affedersiniz. İngilizce konuşabiliyor musunuz? Excuse me, can you speak English? We mentioned the word affedersiniz, which means excuse me in formal Turkish. In this lesson, we are going to learn how to use affedersiniz and other words when apologizing in Turkish. We should use affedersiniz in formal situations, such as when we are ordering something in bars or restaurants. For example, affedersiniz, bir kahve alabilir miyim? Excuse me, Can I get a coffee please? Affedersiniz. Bir kahve alabilir miyim? We can also use it when asking a question. Affedersiniz. Sultanahmet Camii nerede? Excuse me, where is the Blue Mosque? Affedersiniz. Sultanahmet Camii nerede? Sometimes we also hear people say, kusura bakmayın, which means the same thing. You use it when you want to draw someone's attention. We always use this phrase in formal speech. Kusura bakmayın. Kusura bakmayın. The informal way to say excuse me is affedersin. Affedersin. Just like affedersiniz. We can use affedersin when asking a question or when apologizing. We can also use the word pardon. You might hear this phrase translated as forgive me in English, but it is not formal or strong at all. Turkish people use it in very casual situations. All of these phrases can be used for either excuse me or I'm sorry. But if you really want to apologize for something, it might be better to use a different phrase. That phrase is özür dilerim. It means I'm sorry and can be used in both formal and informal situations. Özür dilerim. First, we have özür, which means apology. Next, we insert the Turkish word for I give. Dilerim. Özür dilerim. Now, it's time for Zehra's insights. Please remember that in Turkey, if you accidentally bump into someone, we don't say I'm sorry, özür dilerim. Instead, we say affedersiniz or pardon. Are you able to count in Turkish? In the next lesson, we will learn the numbers in Turkish from 1 to 10. I will be waiting for you in our next 3 dakikada Türkçe lesson. Bir dahaki dersimize kadar görüşmek üzere.
Want to speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description.